I have been messing around with things for maybe an hour and a half or so. I've been trying to learn some new things. I watched a tutorial on how OTT works, and I can just translate that to you very quickly. I was just curious about like these bands. I thought I sort of understood them, but I now understand them more. This brown area is how much upward compression the sound has. The green area is how much downward compression it has. And the little bar in the middle is kind of the area the sound is left undisturbed. So you slide these around to create more upward compression or more downward compression, and then overall mix. Those mainly these bars I was confused about, so I kind of got that figured out. But I also spent time trying to figure out how to make a sound in Vital that has independently velocity controlled notes in a polyphonic patch. By default, Logic doesn't use velocity at all. If I play the note hard and if I play the note soft, it's the same volume. And the obvious solution is to grab the velocity here and tell it to control the level, right? So now if I play the note soft, it's very soft. Now if I play the note hard, it's very hard. It's very loud. And you can see kind of the level I played at, changing the note there. The problem is if I want to play two notes at the same time, if I play one note quiet, I play that note loud, maybe I'm stupid. Hold on. If I go to distortion. Okay, so what I was doing earlier was I was putting the velocity on the levels, but also on the distortion amount so that it got a little more distorted as it got louder. The problem with this is the distortion affects all the notes, where velocity or level apparently does affect notes individually. So I just answered my own question. This is a question I literally went to the Discord, the Vital Discord, and asked. I'm going to unask this question. I have now figured out my own situation. Gotta love it. Yeah, I just want to be able to play like a quiet note and then have some louder notes over the top of it. Mainly in that I wanted to be able to have each note I play just kind of like be its own velocity, because I was building this sound over here that's kind of now moved on, but it's from what I was originally using it as. But this is a cool sound. I'm going to bypass that, so now I can have just the one note, and over the top of it, well, he just got louder. So I don't know, I still don't understand some things maybe. See, how do you get louder? Might have something with the voices, if I crank the voices up here. Okay. So I think we figured that one out. Probably a simpler sound than it sounds like at first. It's just this square wave panned left and right so that there's a little bit of stereo information, so with some distortion, with the bass entirely carved out because there's actually a lot of distortion, a little bit of multi-band just for sound, and then some big whack and reverb, and then a filter on top of it all, and also a filter before you come out of it all, automated by this shape here, which is also automating the mix knob on the distortion, or on the reverb. It's just kind of like playing around with the size and shape of reverb here, kind of things. And this was a sound I was maybe thinking about in this section. That I ultimately ended up not doing. I did not end up doing that at all. So I will say that not this does not feel like an hour and a half progress in any way, shape, or form on this track. I spent a lot of time just kind of like fiddling around in Vital with those sounds and learning a little bit more about how things worked. But this is kind of what the drop into our Radiohead drum and bass track sounds like right now. We added this swelling up bass here. This slowly grows in volume up to that point. And then a few little sound effects as well. These guys down here we put a delay on top of and also EQ'd a bit. Just to create a little bit of fun space. That one I dragged it on accident and I actually kind of like it, so I'm leaving it there. Actually, I might move this to like here. Now I'm curious. Yeah, it's a little nice one. And the white noise riser, this little breakbeat up here on top is also limited volume. I put the shaper box on it just so there was a little bit of like a drum and bass groove in there, but honestly it's all kind of getting lost. And then we also high passed the kick build here, or the snare build here, so this section is still clearly missing like a lot of like really important things, mainly like a melody. And also I'm not really sure where I'm starting it. Obviously this is not the beginning of the piece, so like how do we build into this? Does this sound build up, or is there a different, I think I'm gonna have a different variation of this MIDI data with a different sound that slowly like melds into this sound that then builds up, and then turns into this sound. So I think that's what's gonna happen here. Not quite sure. Anyways, that's all I did today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I am exhausted. I'm going to bed. I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.